Yeah, what am I doing? Following an animal track. Hopefully back to the road. Find my car. Been off exploring again. Like Joy would say, doing stupid shit. I probably should have gone back to the track straight away. I reckon, yeah, my battery's down to about 1%. Hopefully this will lead back to the track. Yeah, should all be good. Oh shit. My new mirrors don't look new anymore. Scratches. Yeah. Well, that lasted for a week or so. I do like to go exploring, and things will happen when you go exploring. Otherwise, stay on an adventure. About 3 days. Quondong, which is where I'm heading now, so 7.5 days up here. Takes a little bit longer on this road. Just another example of tree fell across the track there. Got two trees. Not an issue really. Only thing with having my tyres down low is this thing keeps going off because it's below 20. I have to turn the valve off. Yeah, the cicadas. Bit of a climb up here. Too bad. I've driven a whole 12 kilometres today to Quondong, and this is the camp I've chosen, and people have left their little artworks here, and a nice fireplace. Bit of firewood there, I've got some more, but check out the view here. This is Quondong. Not even at the end, it's one of the, not the first camp in, but one of the earlier camps. And what did Joy say? Don't go too close to the edge. It's a fair way down there. And how's this for a view? I think I'll have to stay here a couple of days to enjoy it. Tide's pretty high at the moment. I think just going out. So the point's over there. most camping areas sort of over that way further, but pretty happy here. I think I'll be setting the awning up here, maybe the matting down, and make myself at home. I think it's a bit nicer than where I was at Bard Creek. Pretty lucky, I reckon, having it to myself. Just before I got here, I remembered I'd forgotten to check the cupboards, so moment of oh shit, bugger, oh shit, time to clean up again. Obviously I didn't learn my lesson too well last time. Man, looks like I'll be doing something different today than I planned. Bugger. So not too many casualties. You may be wondering how long it took me to clean this up. Well, it took a long time. Does my shadow mean that I'm standing too close to the edge of a cliff? Probably, right on the edge. Sometimes you got to do that to get a good photo. So this is actually Quondong Beach. Let's pan around. Tide's coming in. Some interesting rock formations there. Colours. I'm camped about 5 kilometres down that way. Feels like the weather is changing. It's a lot cooler today. Some storms around. Just had a massive gust of wind. I'll stay put at the moment. Just keep an eye on the weather. Just say partly cloudy this morning till about an hour ago, and then sun for the rest of the day. Caravan was kind of shaking a moment ago with the wind. Had a wind. I had to close the hatches, close the windows. Anyway, we'll see what today brings. Games price point. I wasn't 100% going to stay here because I thought it was going to be too busy. I've rocked up at the point here. No one. right here, there's signs of water there or something. Maybe no one. So I'm thinking, well, why not come up here on the cliff? Look at the view. There's no one even down here below me. Okay, I'll get to this later. If it gets windy, I'm going to think about it, but and what? The view. I'm thinking we're going to get a nice sunset tonight. How good is this? Change price point. I'm going to unhook and level the van out. Maybe have a little bit of a drive around and check out a few other spots. So I'm feeling I might be here for a couple of nights. Wiki camp, so you can stay 3 nights. So yeah, how good is this? When there's a traffic hazard sign up here on the Dampier Peninsula, you do take notice. It's not like the potholes around Victoria, and just one you don't want to end up in. I think there's enough room in there for my car and caravan. Yeah, definitely a good washout. This is just another one of the many traffic hazards up here. It's definitely fairly deep. Nice view though. Anyway, I'm going to keep heading north. See the old antenna starting to wobble around a bit at times. This is just another example of where a tree's fallen over, so they've made a track around it. I'm going to go and see if I can clear it off the track. Someone else has had a go already. Just see if I can push this tree out of the way. It would make it a little bit easier. So without getting the chainsaw out, just breaking a few branches off, I reckon it took me less than 5 minutes to clear the track. So it'll save people taking the detour around it. Anyway, I'm heading up towards Cooling Point. I've come a long way up the Malari Road. Oh well, I'd be calling it a track now, not a road. It's scraping your mirrors all the way and your paintwork, moving a few trees out of the way. Be much easier driving on the beach, but tide's coming in. I'm travelling by myself, so I'm not so keen to do that. There's a bit of an inland creek here. Looks like the tide is, when the tide comes in, you might get a bit more water in there, but it's cut off at the moment from the sea. So the level there is quite high compared to the sea at the moment. I'm thinking when the high tides come in, the water will fill up in there, but at the moment it's tide's on the way in. So I saw something white sticking out of the sand, and on further investigation, it's a toilet. What the heck's the toilet doing out here? Beautiful beach. And it's a bit shitty there's a toilet there. This is the Manari Road. I find it hard to be able to call it a road when it's this narrow. There were 2 quite large trees on the side of the track before, and there's no way I could have got through there if I hadn't folded the mirrors in. It was just like the car would not fit. So, but it is called a road. At the moment, the tide is coming in. There's no water in here. There's other tyre tracks, so just keep an eye on the tide. It's, as I say, it's coming in, but I guess if it comes to it, you just got to wait for it to go out again. It'll be interesting to see if there's anyone else up here. She's getting fairly overgrown. I think that might be a place where people turn back. Like, this is getting kind of ridiculous. Oh, that hurts. Oh dear. Definitely wouldn't want to be towing a caravan up here, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll keep going a bit further, see if I can get to Crocodile Creek, and then turn around and go back. This is one of those sort of tracks where you start going and you think, oh, should have I done this? there's nowhere to turn around. Again, this is one of those spots I'd be keeping an eye on the tide. I could turn around here and go back, but I feel like I'm quite close to Crocodile Creek. We've got a little bit of a lean going to come up here. Fair bit of a lean. Yeah. Oh, she's not a new car anymore, that's for sure. Being used for what it's meant to be used for. And I'm just thinking, well, dear, do I regret coming out here? Let's see when we get to Crocodile Creek. Just by the name of it, I don't think Joy would want to come out here. Yeah, I've had to break a few branches off here and there. Bringing a chainsaw wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess. Which I do have one in the back, but hopefully won't need to get that out. There are tyre tracks up here from, so I'm wondering if there's other people in front of me or if people have been in and out. I guess I'll see. I'm thinking I'll be stopping at Crocodile Point. I'll have a look on the map and see, and the road does go on further than that, but after Crocodile Creek rather, but we'll see. I'm really starting to question my decision to keep going up here now. Like, trees are a bit not as bad here. You can hear them scraping, and back further in the bigger trees there's some not just twigs scraping the side, there's some larger branches. Yeah, the tractor's opened up again, but still, as you can hear, scrape, scrape, scrape. And not looking forward to looking at the Juco once I've getting out of here. It's opened up to salt pan, open. I was following these other tyre tracks, so hopefully they know where they're going. It does say that I'm still on the road, so it must be the right, correct way. So I'll just keep an eye out for if I can see where anyone looks like they've got stuck in here anywhere. I'll keep the speed up, and so the tide's still coming in, so should have a bit of time yet. Otherwise there might be a few wet crossings on the way back. And the clouds are coming in. It looks like it might be raining up further, so I'm just a bit concerned about that as well. But I'm making good progress now, and heading towards the end of the road, I guess. And I'll turn around and go back again. Well, according to the map, I'm past the end of the road, but I did not expect to find a fishing hut up here. So obviously people do come up here. Yeah, I don't want to go too much further, but the track does continue on. But I'm conscious of the tide and a little bit the weather. I might go a little bit further because it's fairly easy going at the moment. As I say, according to the map, the road has finished a couple of kilometres back.